Now, on the basis of this concept, see, uh, in 10th standard, you all have done this formula, the sine 90 minus theta, that is cos theta, and cos 90 minus theta, that is equals to sine theta. Okay, sec 90 minus theta, that is equals to cosec theta. Cosec 90 minus theta, that is equals to sec theta. Tan 90 minus theta, that is equals to cot theta. Cot 90 minus theta, that is equals to tan theta. So these formulas you already have done in your 10th standard. Okay, fine. See, this is sine 90 minus theta. That means the value of theta is lying between 0 and 90 degree. Okay, as we know that in first quadrant all the 6 trigonometric functions are positive. All are positive. Fine. So that's why sine 90 minus theta you are getting cos theta, that is positive cos theta. And similarly all of the trigonometric functions are positive, because in the first quadrant, because all are 90 minus theta, that means they are lying in first quadrant. Okay, so because you are subtracting theta from 90 degree, as you know that the value of the first quadrant will lie from 0 to 90. Fine. So 90 minus theta will lie in first quadrant. Okay, so in first quadrant the value of all the trigonometric function are positive. That's why here I'm writing cos theta, I'm writing positive sine theta, positive cosec theta, positive sec theta, and positive cot theta, and so on. Now see, if it is, suppose it is positive, all are positive, then see, this is sine 90 plus theta, that means the value is more than 90 degree. Fine, the value is more than 90 degrees, so it will lie in second quadrant. Are you getting the points? Here the 90 plus theta means the value is more than the 90 degree. So if it is more than 90 degree, so it will lie in second quadrant. This theta, the value of theta cannot be it lie between 0 and 90. Okay, so when you will take sine 90 plus theta, so it will lie in second quadrant. So as we know that in second quadrant your sine is positive. Okay, so the value will be positive cos theta. You have to change the sign on the basis of this one. So sine is positive in second quadrant, that's why I'm writing positive cos theta. Similarly here I'm writing cos 90 plus theta. Cos 90 plus theta means what? It is lying in the second quadrant. Fine. So in second quadrant your cos is negative, because sine and cosec are positive and rest of them are negative. So this cos is negative. So here I will write minus sine theta, because in second quadrant cos is negative. So that's why the answer will be minus sine theta. Got it? Similarly here I'm writing sec 90 plus theta. Sec 90 plus theta means what? Again it is lying in second quadrant. So here in second quadrant sec is negative. So sec is not coming here. Sine and cosec are positive, rest of them are negative. So that's why sec is negative. So the answer would be negative. Fine. Similarly here the cosec 90 plus theta, so here the cosec is positive, so your answer would be positive. Are you getting the points? Similarly, here I am writing tan 90 plus theta. Tan 90 plus theta means again second quadrant. So in second quadrant tan is negative, so your answer would be minus cot theta. Similarly, here I am writing cot 90 plus theta. So in second quadrant is negative, so their answer will be minus tan theta. So this is how the sign of the angle will change according to the quadrant. Okay. Remember that if you will get here, you are getting 90 or 270. What I am saying here, if you are getting 90 or 270, fine, then the value of the function will change. Suppose here it is sine 270 plus, if it is like sine 270 plus theta, okay, then you have to change this function into cos theta. Is it clear? I will do it. Wait. Now this is clear now. Okay. Now see. See, if it is sine 270 plus theta. Okay. If it is 270 plus theta, that means it is lying in fourth quadrant. The value is lying in fourth quadrant. So the value of sine will change into cos theta. But in fourth quadrant, this value of sine is negative, so your answer would be negative. Similarly, cos 270 plus theta. So here in fourth quadrant, cos is positive, so our answer will be sine theta. Fine. Sometime at the 270 you can write 3 pi by 2 also. Okay, at the place of 90 you can write pi by 2. It will be in form of radian. So here I am showing in the form of degree. So whatever you want to write, you can write. So at the place of 270 you can write 3 pi by 2 also. The same, both have a same meaning. Okay. Sec 270 plus theta, that would be cosec theta will be positive cosec theta, because in sec theta is positive in fourth quadrant. Similarly, this will be negative sec theta, because cosec is negative in fourth quadrant. Fine. Similarly, if you talk about tan, so it would be minus cot theta, because in fourth quadrant is negative, and similarly this will be minus tan theta. Okay, so just remember that the values will change. Sine into cos, cos into sine, sec into cosec, cosec into sec, tan into cot, and cot into tan, only when the angle here, this angle here, you have pi by 2 90 degree, okay, or 270, then you have to change like this. In case of 180, if here you will get 180 or 360, then you will not write sine into cos. Okay, the answer will be different. So only in case of pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2, in case only in pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2, you can change like this. Fine. Now see again. If I will write, let me rub this, erase this, just wait. Suppose here you have sine pi. Pi means 180, okay. Whether you can write pi or you can write 180, both are same. So I'm writing here, I'm writing pi plus theta, cos pi plus theta, sec pi plus theta, cosec pi plus theta, tan pi plus theta, cot pi plus theta. Okay. If you have sine pi plus theta, okay, so that means whether if it is pi only, it will remain sine. Answer will remain sine theta. The answer will remain cos theta. The answer will remain sec theta. The answer will remain cosec theta. The answer will remain tan theta. The answer will remain cot theta. As you can see, there is no change. Now the sine is not converting into cos. Okay. Now just you have to check the sign also. See, here I am writing sine pi plus theta. That means what? Sine pi. This here it is pi. Plus theta means it is lying in third quadrant. Okay. So in third quadrant, this sign is negative. So the answer would be minus sine theta. So at a place of this, you can write minus sine theta. Got it? Now here it is cos pi plus theta. Fine. So the answer will be cos theta, but this is lying in third quadrant. So in third quadrant, as you can see, this cos is negative. Similarly, it is also lying in third quadrant. In third quadrant, sec is negative. Cosec is negative. Fine. But your tan is positive, so you have to write only tan theta. Your cot is positive, so because in third quadrant tan and cot are positive, so both the value will be positive and rest of them are negative. Okay. Is it clear? Now, see. Suppose here you have negative sign. Fine. Now see, this sign will remain into same. Just you have to check the sign. Fine. There is no change. It is sign. So here in answer you will get sign. Now just you have to remember the sign, whether it is positive or negative. See, sine pi minus theta. That means pi, here it is minus theta means something is subtracting from 180. So it will lie in second quadrant. Okay. So the value of in second quadrant, the sign is positive, so this is the positive. You will get sine theta only at a place of pi minus theta. Are you getting my points or not? I'm repeating again. See, here the sign, it is pi minus theta. So this theta, the value of theta is lying, it is lying between 0 and 90. Okay. So if you will subtract 180, if you will subtract any value which is lying between 0 and 90 from 180, so it will lie in second quadrant, because in second quadrant the value is lying between 90 or 180. Fine. So if it is lying in between 90 and 180, so it will lie in second quadrant. So here as you can see that sine 180 minus theta, so 180 here it is, so minus theta means it is lying in second quadrant. So this is your sine theta. Okay, and it is positive in this quadrant, so the answer is positive. Similarly here cos 90 minus theta, again it is lying in second quadrant, but in second quadrant cos is negative, so your answer would be negative. Similarly in second quadrant the sec is negative, so negative. Cosec is positive, so you have to write positive. Your tan is negative, your cot will be negative in this quadrant. So this is how you can learn the formulas. Actually we have done 24 formulas now. Okay, if you have a grip on this quadrant concept, so there is no need to learn these 24 formulas. So this is a little bit tough chapter as compared to other chapter of this class 11th. Okay, so try to concentrate and watch each and every video. If you have doubts, you can ask. Okay. Hello everyone. Today we will start our third exercise, that is exercise 3.3. okay, so here this is your first question of this exercise. Fine. So here this is given to us and we have to prove that that is equals to minus 1 by 2. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are taking the left hand side. So I have taken the left hand side of this question here. Now what you have to do, as you know that sine pi by 3, pi by 6, sine pi by 6 means 30 degree. Okay, so this is a radian form and you will convert this into degree. So as you know that pi by 6 is 30, so sine 30 is 1 by 2. Fine. So you have to write the square of this because here sine is in form of square. Okay, similarly plus the same sign you have to copy, and this is cos square pi by 3. So cos pi by 3 means it is 60. So cos 60 is again 1 by 2, and again you have to do the square of this. Okay, because it is cos square, minus this is your pi by 4. Okay, so tan pi by 4 is 1, so you have to write square of 1. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to simplify it. 1 by 4 minus 1. So when you will take the LCM, and you will get 2 minus 4 over 4, so minus 2 by 4, that would give you minus 1 by 2. So hence your LHS is equals to RHS. Okay, so this is your question number 1. So question number 2 you have to solve. Here I am solving question number 3 of this exercise. Okay, just wait. Now this is your question number 3. Okay, and here this question is given to us and we have to prove that that is equal to 6. Okay, so here we are here is a solution. So here I am taking left hand side of this question, which is cot square pi by 6 plus cosec 5 pi by 6 plus 3 tan square pi by 6. Okay, so pi by 6 means it is 30. So it is 30, this is 30. So this is creating a problem in this question. So first of all I will solve this. So here I am solving cosec 5 pi by 6. Okay, so cosec 5 into 180 upon 6, this would give you 30. So it would be cosec 150. Okay, so cosec 150 can be written as cosec 90 plus 60. Fine. So here 90 you are using, so cosec will change into sec. Okay, this concept I have you will see in the starting of this video. Fine. So cosec, if it is 90, so the value will change, so cosec will change into sec, so you will write sec 60. Now you have to check in which quadrant the value is lying. So 90 plus 60 means this is 0, this is 90 and this is 180, so it is 90 plus 60, so it will lie in second quadrant. Okay, so in second quadrant your cosec is positive, so value will remain positive. Fine, sec will remain positive. So sec 60, now we have to find out the value of sec 60, that would be 2. Fine, you can see from the table. Now after this, what I am doing, I am taking again this side, this is cot pi by 6, so cot 30. So cot 30 is root 3. So you have to do the square of this because it is cot square. Okay, so this is the value, root 3 is the value of cot pi by 6 and you have to write the square of this, plus the value of this is 2, which you have calculated here. So at a place of this I am writing 2 here, plus 3, it is tan pi by 6. Tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3 and you have to do the square of this because it is tan square. Now you have to just simplify it. This is 3 plus 2 plus 3 into 1 by 3, and you will get 5 plus this 3 and 3 will cancel out, 5 plus 1. 3 plus 2 will give you 5, and this will give you 1, and your answer would be 6, which is you have to prove. Okay, at last you have to left hand side is equals to RHS, hence proved. Is it clear? So this is how you can solve question number 3, and from this, from question now question number 4 you can solve. So here I am solving question number 5. Okay, this is your question number 5 or same exercise. Okay, we have to calculate the value of sine 75. So we have to find the value of this. So in table you will get the value of 60, 90, but not 75. So here I am showing how you can find out the value of sine 75. See, I am writing this. Here is a solution. I am writing this sine. I am writing this 75 in this form: 45 degree plus 30 degree. Okay. So as you know that there is a formula, sine x plus y. This is general formula. The formula is sine x cos y plus sine y cos x. So this is the general formula which you have to apply here. So here sine 45 plus 30. Okay, so your x is 45 degree, your y is 30 degree. So now here it is sine x. X is what? 45 into your cos is y. Y is 30. Cos 30 plus sine y. Sine your y is 30. So you have to write sine 30 into cos x is 45 degree. Okay, that will give you sine 45. The value of sine 45 is 1 by root 2 into cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus all this value you will get from the table. Okay, and this is sine 30. Sine 30 is 1 by 2 into cos 45 is 1 by root 2, and you will get root 3, 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2, and you will get root 3. This will give you root 3 plus 1 over 2 root 2. Now in denominator you are getting root, so you have to rationalize this. Okay, now you have to just simplify it, and you will get root 6 plus root 2, and here in denominator you will get 4. So this is the value of sine 75. Okay, this is how you can solve this question. Here this is the second part of question number 5. In this question you have to find out the value of tan 15 degree. Okay, so in this what you have to do, you will write tan, we can write 45 minus 30. Okay, this 15 I am writing like this. Fine. So as you know that there is a formula of tan x minus y. The formula of this is tan x minus tan y over 1 plus tan x and tan y. So this is the general formula which you will apply in this question. Fine. So I am applying here. It is tan 45 minus 30, that is equals to tan x. It will give you tan 45 minus y is 30. So tan 30 over 1 plus tan x, x is 45 into tan 30. Okay, this is into. Got it? As you know that the value of tan 45 is 1 and tan 30 is 1 by root 3 over 1 plus 1 into 1 by root 3. So it will, you will get when you will take LCM here, you will get root 3 minus 1 over root 3, and similarly when you will take the LCM here, you will get this. So root 3 and root 3 will cancel out and you will get root 3 minus 1, root 3 plus 1. Okay, after getting this, as you know that root is coming in denominator, so you have to rationalize it. So rationalize it. So I am rationalizing it. So you will get this. Now after this, you will get root 3 minus 1 whole square, and denominator you have to apply the formula a minus b, a plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square. Got it? So here you have to apply, it is a minus b whole square, so a square plus b square, I'm not writing the square of 1 because it is always 1, so that's why, minus 2ab, that is 2 root 3 you will get. Okay, I'm not showing all these things because you are applying the, you are using this formula from your 7th 8th class, so I know you can do this. In denominator you will get 3 minus 1. Okay, that is equals to square of this, you will get 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3 over, in denominator you will get 2, that is equals to 4 minus 2 root 3 over 2. Find 2, you will take common and you will get 2 minus root 3 whole upon 2. This 2 and 2 will cancel out and you will get 2 minus root 3. So 2 minus root 3 is the final answer. Okay, so here I am showing the final answer. 2 minus root 3 is your final answer, because this 2 and this 2 which is coming in denominator will cancel out. Wait, I am showing this all the here. Here you are taking 2 as common from this, and in denominator you have 2, so this 2 and 2 I am cancelling, and your final answer is 2 minus root 3. Okay, so this is how you can solve this question.